Okay guys, we had our Pizza My Heart pizza party last night here in the room. I got about halfway through the fire temple as an adult Link. Mom just went off to get her morning coffee. So we're gonna use that opportunity for the boys to sign their cards here. Kraz is playing with his practice butterfly knife. And then we got the little gift over there. Well, Mom's gonna be back here in just a second, and then we're gonna give her her cards. She's back from coffee break. Happy Mother's Day! Yay! Happy Mother's Day! That's why the boys had to stay, because they hadn't signed their cards yet. I thought that was a pretty good card.
It's cute. I ain't never seen your pants dance, so.
Oh, well, let me shut this camera off real quick.
I said I can
Whose is that?
It's Crosby's. That was sweet. Thanks, guys.
The last minute gift from Crosby.
Oh my god.
It's a gummy pickle.
Yeah.
Yeah. He says you would like it.
You have to eat it with me. What? Cool.
It's a Stardew Valley cookbook. Not that you need to cook or anything, but I thought it would be neat to have.
It's pretty cute.
Yeah, I like the art. You got headphone hair going on right now. I like my hair.
Yeah, it's something.
Looking pretty good today, isn't it?
You got yourself quite the hat suntan. Mine.
The flow.
Do I?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. Here's the hole of the hat.
That
Here's
happens.
the strap.
Can't try it.
I mean, gonna get ready and go. Where are we going first?
I have no idea.
Gonna go eat somewhere?
Yeah, I would prefer somewhere with mimosas.
Mom wants a mimosa. Let's get ready. You know, one of my least favorite things about staying in a hotel room is it doesn't matter if you're there for 1 day, 10 days. It ends up looking like a disaster. So we gotta clean this thing up before we leave. So here we are with this awesome time-lapse montage of us cleaning up the room when from the bathroom we hear a big giant crash. And Leland going, "What the hell?" You see, at 11 years old, Leland is giant. And his limbs, he's just not used to him yet. He's like a big giant baby deer. He just doesn't have the physical awareness. He's just like a giant baby deer. Happy Mother's Day. All changed up. We're good. One last thing that I always do is check everything before we leave. Under the beds. This is, every dad probably does this because you never want to leave one of your kids or your wife's precious moments, like a labubu or something, in a hotel room. It happens all the time anyways, but most of the time it happens when I'm not here. And I always take the hotel room key and make a magnet out of it for our little magnet board at home. I think we're probably about good. So I would say Leland felt pretty bad for breaking the bottle of expensive bubble bath, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, so we spent the last, like, 20 minutes packing up the car in silence. I actually had to really convince the kids to come back up to the room so we could take this photo that we always take.
No, he was out there riding his one wheel.
He was moping. He was a little mopey. I think he felt pretty bad. One more thing we always do before leaving every single hotel we stay at. I always take a picture of the boys in front of the room number. I have like hundreds of these photos. There you go. Then we're gonna go find a place to eat for Mother's Day. I would imagine just about everything's gonna be booked up, but let's see what we can find. It is a nice morning. It's looking nice. Wow, there, it wouldn't be Mother's Day without a good old Mother's Day belch.
She was a fairy.
La La Oceanside Grill. I mean, look at that view. Can't be mad about that. I mean, there's really nothing to be mad about there. It's the best of both worlds. Crosby gets his beach. I feel like it looks pretty good.
Soon, that's gonna be me.
Now, I would like to point out, I actually didn't have this brunch here planned out at all. We had no reservations. We walked around for a little bit trying to find the right place. And some of the places that you wanted to go maybe didn't have reservations, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we found one. And it was this beautiful beachside place. What? You didn't like it?
You sounded very right? Like,
Uh-huh.
I did good, right?
It was good. It was a great Mother's Day brunch.
How about that tiny ass mimosa?
All right. She had a small mimosa. It was fine.
It's like a shot.
Okay. It was good. I liked it.
Eat in the tide pools.
Happy Mother's Day.
Is that a fish?
It's like seaweed.
All right.
I missed her before she was...
We have the Mother's Day brunch down the tubes. Where are we headed now?
Tide pools.
No, not the tide pools. We're not headed to the tide pools. We are headed home. Yeah.
Sorry, I took back my nails.
I'm just kidding. All right, we're gonna head to the tide pools. Crosby's gonna lose his damn mind. What is it that you want to see at the tide pools, anyways?
Mussels, lobster, sharks.
You're not gonna see lobsters or sharks, I'm sure. What about like a starfish?
Starfish, mussels, shrimp, fish.
So pretty much everything that you see at the restaurants here is what he wants to see. What do you got to say, son?
I would like to see some mussels.
Like these mussels right here? They didn't like that dad joke earlier. Matter of fact, on Crosby, it was completely lost. He was like, Where's the mussels? Okay. We're done with brunch. Ready for the next part of the adventure. Oh, now you're taking it back off? All right. It's like Father's Day on Mother's Day. We're gonna head to, we're gonna take a little drive and go to like Pebble Beach, which is where the tide pools are. We found a spot. Crosby, you ready?
Ready.
So, hang on, Crosby.
Don't let me down.
Okay, let's go. Look at all the tide pools down there.
Want some Dubai chocolate?
Leland's still going on and on about that Dubai chocolate, huh?
It's good.
I thought it was pretty mid. Pretty mid. That's fine. That might be the first kiss I've gotten all weekend.
You such a liar. You lie like a dog.
That was the second one. Woo! Man, getting lucky on Mother's Day. Yeah, there's plenty of seashells here, buddy. See, these are tide pools right here. What? Did Crosby just fall in the water? Crosby. There goes those Air Jordans.
Oh my God.
Crosby, come look at all these crabs. Okay, you gotta be quiet though. Whoa, look at these guys. Look at the size of his pinchers. Where?
There's a bunch of crabs in it.
Those are crab legs.
What happened?
Somebody had themselves a little feast. Hey guys, you see the rocks way over there? The peaks? Do you know why those rocks are all white?
There's birds.
That's right. Doo-doo. Do you want me to get you this abalone or not?
Yeah.
Okay, give me one of those shells.
That shell's stuck.
Okay, see if I could use this to pry it off.
What are those, Dad?
This is a big abalone and I want it. There.
Did you get that?
Yeah? No. I did. Hey, you made it. Good job. Yeah, both her and Crosby have completely submerged their shoes. That's okay though. It is what it is.
Got a little wet foot.
You make it?
You got some rock in your
That's
mouth.
all right.
Did you really record that?
Yeah, I recorded it. I got the whole thing.
I need to put my Crocs in sports mode.
Your Crocs in sports mode?
Yeah.
The hell does that mean?
There you go.
Fucking Crocs? The shoes that started out as a joke. How ironic. We're gonna get some Ghirardelli's for the ride home. Some ice cream, Mother's Day ice cream. Okay, here's some ironic shit for you. We came back down to Cannery Road just to stop at Ghirardelli's to get ice cream, and there's no place to park down here on the street. And we were parked, obviously we were parked at the hotel for like the last 2 days. Probably could have stayed there, but we didn't because we went to the ocean. Now we're back, and I just paid more for parking than we're probably gonna pay for all of our ice creams just to walk to Ghirardelli and back. So, yay! There we go. All right, what do we all have in here? Holy, okay, there's a line. That's all right though. What are we gonna have though? Okay.
I want the strawberry or the sea salt caramel.
What's Crosby getting? Leland's gonna get some hot chocolate that'll burn his mouth. What are you getting?
I don't know. It depends on what you're getting.
Why does it depend on what I'm getting?
Because you're choosing between two things, and one of them is something that I'm choosing between.
Okay.
So I could take a bite of that.
I don't want you to take a bite of mine. Why can't you just get the one you want?
Because if you get that one, then that makes my choice a lot easier.
So you can have some of mine and some of yours?
I just want to taste it, yeah.
All right, Ghirardelli ordered. Now we just gotta sit and wait for it. You wanna hold a little vibrating thing? You know, maybe I should take a picture of that receipt. It is a write-off. I'm making a video about it right now, so I can write it off.
I want to stay another day.
You wanna stay another day? Yeah, me too. Unfortunately, we gotta go back. I gotta go to work. You gotta go to school. Mom's gotta go to work. You know, when I was little, my dad, Hapo, your grandfather, always used to extend the vacation by like a day while we were there. Always. We've done that quite a few times. I actually do that quite often. We've done that here in Monterey before, actually.
How do we do that?
I wish we could do that, but duty calls, my friend. It was nice though, right? Wasn't it a fun vacation? It's so much fun that you want to do it again, you want to stay longer. That's what makes the vacation fun. If we stayed longer, if we stayed all the time, it wouldn't be a fun vacation. What's
Now we
that?
have Disneyland.
We do have Disneyland next. That's only in like, I don't know, 3 weeks or something. A whole week at Disneyland. And then we're going to the expo. But that's what makes the vacation fun, is that it's limited, and then it, you know, gives you a little refreshment, and then it keeps you going for more. You know, I got to admit, that's pretty good advice. I got to learn to start heeding my own advice. Anyways, nothing settles you in for a nice long drive like a big bowl of Ghirardelli's ice cream. It's delicious. Ghirardelli is pretty good, but I was wrong. It definitely costs more than the parking. Well, buddy, it's the first place we came when we got here yesterday. It's the last place we're gonna be when we leave. We have a good time?
Yeah.
I'm glad we got to come again. Been taking you guys here since you were little babies. You know, these stairs right here, your mom and I used to have to lift the stroller up and carry you guys up these stairs right here. And now look at you. You're like as tall as me, pretty much. I'm glad you enjoyed it, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun to do stuff like this. Next one, Disneyland. Yeah, the convention.
Love you, Dad.
I love you, buddy. You know, I've watched this part of the video at least a half a dozen times while doing some of this voiceover work, just thinking about what I can say about this moment that I share with Leland. And I realized I don't need to say anything. Everything that needed to be said was actually said. What a beautiful moment with my kid. I can look back on this and cherish it. Moments like this are exactly why we take these trips. It's very special. Go down through Los Banos. Sure, that's kind of a funner route, right? All right, we're gonna go through Los Banos. We're gonna go the long way. Well, it's not really the long way. It's saying this is the fastest, 3 hours and 52 minutes. We gotta hit a gas station and get some water though. Okay, on the road again. You have a good Mother's Day
Yeah,
so far?
thank you.
Yeah. Just wait till we get home.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Yo, yo, yo! Little
Goodbye, Monterey. Okay, as expected, lots of traffic on the way home. We're only about 30 minutes into the drive. We had to stop. I don't know where we're at. Somewhere that serves shawarma. It's the Shawarma King. Tony Stark would love this place. It's Castroville? Castroville. And we're all taking turns in the bathroom. Although Leland's been in there a minute. Hopefully he's okay. I'm gonna go check. We're good. Back on the road again. Back into traffic. All right. So we made it onto the 5. You gonna crack that window?
No.
I always leave like 5 car lengths in front of me in the car, like this. That's a lot of car distance between me and the car in case I need to hit the brakes. But this one over here, she gets on her phone and she starts doing her thing and not paying attention to the road ahead, which is fine because she's not driving. But the second I do one of these numbers,
Sir.
she's like, and freaks out, and I still have all of this much space in front of me. Tell me exactly what then.
You were editing a post while driving, and you weren't seeing
in traffic. In traffic. We were stopped. We were like going 2 miles an hour. You were the one that just decided to look up. Also, I was editing a post. I was posting Mother's Day photos. Let's talk about you and your like Monopoly while you drive. Yeah. You guys wonder how she's able to get so much Monopoly in? Because she does it while she drives. I know there's a lot of fellas out there that know what I'm talking about. And maybe it's not all guys. Could be the girls too, you know. Every time that there's a little. Also, you gotta crack that window.
I didn't fart.
2 hours and 3 minutes until we get home. Hooray!
Ah, fuck! Stop.
I wasn't even close. So there you have it. Mother's Day weekend 2025. You know, life gets really busy. And sometimes we forget about the little things. And time passes. And we realize we haven't stopped to just take a moment and take everything in. And this is what I call getting behind the waterfall. So the next time you feel like you've just had enough, like you're full, you're tired of life just pummeling down on top of you, you can't take a breath, just remember, you can take 2 steps backwards and get behind the waterfall and just sort of observe everything else flowing by. Just take a second and breathe and enjoy it, because that's what life's about. We're born in one day and we die in one day. Everything else in between, that's the actual prize. And that's why you should always, always enjoy the journey. How the hell did I get so sunburnt? Holy moly.